Welcome to your yoga practice. Wonderful work showing up for yourself today. Let's begin by dropping in with just a bit of mindfulness meditation, and we will return to that in 30 minutes. So anyone who has time to stay for some meditation afterwards, you can join me. But for now, let's go ahead and look around the space that we are in. So wherever you are, familiar or less familiar, just give yourself a look around. And then eventually let yourself face forward. Lower your gaze, closing your eyes or looking down your cheeks. And take a few breaths just as you are. See if you can notice where your body meets the ground or the mat beneath you. Noticing temperatures, textures, anything that's here. And then imagine that you could root down just a little more. So we're pressing down into the parts of ourselves connected to the ground. As you root down, you could sense a little lift through the heart, lift through the crown. Soften your shoulders back and down. And then try to become aware of any other sensations in the body. Sometimes it might feel like a pulsing or throbbing. Sometimes there's an ache or a pleasant sensation. Whatever is here, noticing it, and then opening up. What else is here? What sounds can you hear within you or around you? Then see if you can hear the sound of your breath flowing in nice and gently, and flowing back out. We'll stay here for 3 more breaths. Do your best to keep your attention on the flow of your breath. A thought to carry us through the day. Life's duality cultivates wisdom in the spaces between opposites. Life's duality cultivates wisdom in the spaces between opposites. Let's bring some movement into our body by rocking the head around side to side, rolling it forwards and over. You can open and close the jaw here. And bringing your head up through neutral, look over your right shoulder, then pull that shoulder back in space, bringing your spine into a twist. And after a breath, release through center. We'll go right on to the other side, looking over your left shoulder, pulling that shoulder back in space, twisting to the left for a breath. And then releasing, facing forward. Open your arms out wide, palms towards the sky. Big breath in. And let it go. Next inhale, you can bring your right arm up and over, left hand to the ground, folding over to the side. Come back through center, switching sides. Inhale your left arm up and over. And come through center, side to side, a couple more times. Good. Coming back to center. Let's stand up on our knees. On Monday, we did practice from TKV Desikachar, so we're going to do some similar motions or repetitive practices today. On an inhale, stretch your arms up. We're standing up on our knees. Exhale, fold forward and down, sweeping the arms down and back, child's pose. Inhale, rise up, opening up the chest, the front body. Exhale, fold forward and down, stretching out the back body. Do this at your own pace, several more breaths. When you rise up, you can squeeze and engage your gluteal muscles, pressing the hips forward, arms up. That's, for a lot of us, good for the piriformis muscle and sciatic nerve stuff. So squeeze and push forward, then fold down, releasing. A few more. And the next time you find yourself in child's pose, let's pause there. If the head meets the ground, you can rock it side to side. If it doesn't quite meet the ground, maybe you can stack your hands or your arms. Give yourself a slow breath in and an easy breath out. One more. Hands up overhead, rise up through tabletop. Imagine rooting the tops of your feet, your shins and your knees down into the ground. Engage your core like you could lift your spine up to the sky, and then walk your hands forward and out, lowering your chest down. So your chin might come to the ground. Maybe it's the top of your head. Maybe you grab a block if nothing is meeting the ground, just that way you have a little more stability beneath you. So your head is connected to something, and we're stretching the arms, the chest. Tops of the feet pressing down into the ground. Slow and steady breath in and out. Let's weave the left arm under the right. So from your puppy pose, moving into a twist. And release that twist. Weave your right arm under your left. Breathe. And return to your puppy pose. Engage the core, rise up, hands coming back under your shoulders. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Taking any movement that feels nice here, maybe swaying the hips around. And then we'll walk the feet up to meet the hands. On an inhale, make your way upright. When you get there, stretch your arms up. And then bring your hands to your heart, pausing for a breath, maybe looking around the space that you're in, again, to help yourself recalibrate to this upright perspective. Arms down by your sides, you can give them a shake. Then on an inhale, we're going to try to come up on the toes, so lifting the heels off of the ground. Stretch your arms up like your hands could come back to your shoulder blades, elbows reaching to the sky, so really stretching the triceps. And then lower your heels to the ground, arms by your sides. Inhale, coming up on the toes, arms up and back. Exhale, lower down. Keep doing this at your own pace. Inhale, rising up, elbows to the sky. Exhale, arms by your sides. Keep moving with your breath. One or two more. Return to mountain pose as you're ready. Notice any sensations you might feel in your body. Lift up your heart. You might want to take a wider stance here, and then we're going to inhale the arms up and back. Exhale, fold forward, sweeping the arms down and back. Inhale, big movement, sweeping up, open the front body. Exhale, forward and down. Do this several times. The next time you reach up, big breath in, pause here. Exhale, fold forward and down. Step your right foot back in space, dropping the knee. Big breath in, open your arms out wide. Stay here for a couple of breaths. So we're in our low lunge, arms open out wide, heart lifting to the sky, gaze lifting if you can. One more breath. And then hands frame the left foot, step that right foot up, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, sweep forward and down. Inhale, rise up, reach up, go at your own pace. Exhale, forward and down, one more. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, fold forward and down, hands on the ground, step that left foot back, drop the knee. Open your arms out wide. Breathe here. Full breaths in. Steady breaths out. One more inhale. And exhale, hands to the ground. Step your left foot up. Inhale, rise up, reaching out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Pause. Notice how you're feeling. Maybe the heart rate is elevated. Maybe you're more aware of the flow of energy through your body. Next inhale, stretch to the sky. And exhale, fold down. Hands on the ground, step your right foot back. Plant the right foot so that we can rise up to warrior one. And here you might take it one arm at a time. Let's sweep the arms back, mobilizing the shoulder joints. Spine might twist a little as we move the arms back in space. Couple more breaths. And the next time your right arm moves back in space, let's transition to warrior two. So you might adjust your stance, left knee bending, arms open out wide, look over your left fingertips. 3 steady breaths here. Keep the heart lifted, the arms extended. Good. Flip your left palm to the sky, reverse warrior. Right arm can hook around behind you. I like to bring my index finger and thumb tips to touch. And then straighten your left leg, reverse triangle. Steady breath in here. Get really long through the left side. Keep your legs as they are. Straighten the arms out, parallel to the earth. Big breath in, lift the heart. Exhale, hinge to your left, lower the left hand down, right arm up. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Maybe bring that right arm alongside your ear, another breath. And then hands to the ground, pivot facing forward, big breath in. Exhale, step your left foot back, finding downward facing dog. You could also take a break here in child's pose or take a flow through chaturanga. Give yourself a few breaths. From down dog, let's tiptoe ourselves up to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Pause for a few breaths, just observing what's here. And on an inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold down. Hands touch the ground, left foot steps back and out, setting yourself up for warrior one. Then inhale, rise up, pushing into that right foot, bending into the right knee. Right leg is our strength here. Both feet grounding down, and then we can sweep the arms back in circles. Maybe you take them both at the same time. Maybe it does feel better to do it one arm at a time, letting a little twist come through the spine. Keep breathing. And the next time your left arm comes back in space, pivot yourself to warrior two. Bending into your right knee, looking over right fingertips. A few steady breaths here. And next inhale, reach the right palm up. Reverse warrior, left arm can hook around behind you. Breathing, you might try looking up to your right hand. And then press into your right foot, straightening the right leg, reverse triangle. Keep breathing. On your next exhale, bring your arms parallel to the ground. Inhale, hinge to the right, reach to the right. Exhale, right hand to your right shin, left hand to the sky, or your left arm can move alongside your head. Big breath in. Easy breath out. One more. And as you exhale, bend your right knee, bring your hands to the ground, step the right foot back. You can come right into downward facing dog or flow through chaturanga or take a break. We'll say about 4 breaths. Breathe as you go. And from your downward facing dog, let's drop the knees, lower down to your belly. Forehead or chin to the ground. Bend your knees, bringing your feet towards your hips. You can reach your hands back. See if you can catch your feet or ankles or pant leg. No worries. If not, we'll work with what's here. On an inhale, lift your chest. If you've made contact with your feet, kick them back into your hands. So we're lifting up a little, finding your bow pose. And as always, it's choose your own adventure. So you might hang out a little lower to the ground. Maybe you lift up. Keep in mind, so much has to do with our anatomy, with how our vertebrae are shaped. That will limit or allow a back bend. Work with what's here, and then give yourself a break when it seems like the right time. As you give yourself a break, you can stretch your legs long, bringing the feet out wide. Rest your forehead on your arms or the ground and shimmy your hips a little. And bending your knees, let your legs fall side to side. From here, we'll roll onto our spines. So some people might just roll over. Some might want to flip around. So your head is in the more usual spot on your mat. And when you get there, you can keep your feet on the ground, knees bent. Inhale to lift your hips, float your arms up and overhead. Exhale, lower down. So passing through bridge pose. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Keep going. Your choice, you can keep flowing, or you might lift your hips, Walk your shoulders towards each other under your body, maybe even interlacing your hands if that's available. Settling in for a few breaths in bridge pose if you like. You can imagine lifting your chin up to the sky. There's plenty of space under the neck. The breath can still flow easily. And lower yourself down when it's right. From there, you can open your arms out wide and slowly let your knees fall to the left side. Settle yourself into a twist that feels really good to you today. And then breathing, come back through center. Pause. And let your legs fall over to the right side. Settling into a twist that feels good. And come back to center. Pause for a couple breaths. All right, now draw the knees in towards your chest. Drop them over to the left. I'm going to take that back. Come back to center. Feet on the ground. Let your knees fall to the left. Then we're going to draw the right knee up towards the chest. Left leg moving back in space. So our goal here is to possibly catch the left foot with the right hand. That way you're getting a quad stretch on the left leg, getting a twist and a chest opener through the spine. Not everyone's going to be able to catch that left foot, and that is fine. Work with what you've got. Meet yourself where you are. What else can we do? And then breathing, you might roll your head to the right. Imagine filling up your whole torso all the way up to your chest with breath. Notice if you're clenching or tensing muscles anywhere. Maybe you could soften them. The hips don't need to be engaged, or the glutes. And slowly release where you've gone. Come onto your back, pause. Another slow breath. And then let's let the legs fall to the right side. Now we can pull the left knee up towards our chest, kick the right leg back in space. The left hand might catch the right foot, maybe, maybe not. So we're inviting a quad stretch with a twist, with a heart opener. And then breathe wherever you go. We can rotate the head looking towards the left. Is there any more space for the breath to fill in or fill out? Imagine your breath slowly moving into any available space it can find in your chest. And the next time you exhale, slowly release, coming through neutral. Feet on the ground, give yourself a few breaths. Imagine the spine softening. Then you could draw your knees in towards your chest. Maybe stretch the legs up to the sky and move the feet and ankles around. Bending the knees, bringing your hands to your ankles or feet, happy baby. And then bringing the soles of your feet together, lowering your legs down. Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle. I like to wedge my hands under my hips here just for a little support. And after a few breaths, you might decide to stay here, or you might stretch your legs out long. Bring your arms out long and wide from the body. Spread your toes as wide as you can. Flex your ankles really energetically, and then let it go. Lift, squeeze your kneecaps, and let it go. Squeeze your hips, your buttocks, let it go. Squeeze your core muscles and let them go. Tense your shoulders and let them go. Imagine the muscles of the arms hugging the bones, make fists, and let it go. You could scrunch up your face and let it go. Imagine again and again tension just softening off of the body. Life's duality cultivates wisdom in the spaces between opposites. Life's duality cultivates wisdom in the spaces between opposites. Allow yourself to rest for a few more breaths. Deepening your breath, giving yourself a stretch and movement. And if you have time for about 10 minutes today of mindfulness meditation, you can join me in an easy seat. If it's time for you to go, then thank you so much for being here. So letting yourself sit tall, imagine taking a seat of dignity. The eyes can flutter shut, or you might just look down your cheeks, softening the gaze. Turning your attention again to the parts of you connected to the ground, rooting down. softening the shoulders. Let the breath be slow and expansive. As we practice cultivating mindfulness, this ancient tradition, we can acknowledge, the cultivation of opposite, acknowledge that not everyone lives somewhere where they have this privilege of studying and practicing. Breathing in some gratitude for our freedoms. Breathing out, wishing for that to spread. Now notice what sounds you can hear in your environment, opening up to anything outside of you. And then draw your awareness in very close, noticing the breath. See if you can rest your attention on the sensation of the breath right at the nostrils. So we're going to do our best to stay right here, just noticing that inflow and outflow. And it's natural that the mind will eventually drift away with thoughts. But when we notice that, we can stop engaging and just return to the inflow and outflow. So I will gently ring the bell every 30 seconds as a reminder for us to come back to wherever the mind has gone. Practice staying with the breath. Staying with the breath. Lovingly bringing yourself back again and again. This breath in, this breath out. And let's try very slow breaths. Sitting tall as a way to create space for the breath. See if the in-breath and the out-breath can be equal in length. Now I'll just ring the bell once every minute for the next few minutes. Stay with your mindfulness practice. In the busy and chaotic world around us, we are cultivating the opposite with this gentle practice of peace. Bringing the mind back if it has wandered into thoughts. 2 more minutes of practice. Our last minute of practice. And letting your breath expand as you slowly bring movement into your body. You might stretch the arms up, maybe induce a yawn. As you're ready, rub the hands together, creating a little warmth. Big breath in. And breathe out. Bring the hands to stillness in front of the heart. Inhaling for one chant of Om if you would like. Deep bow of gratitude. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your mindfulness practice with this community. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.